At the dawn of the 20th century, the most popular tobacco products were cigars, pipe tobacco, and chewing tobacco. The mass production of cigarettes was still in its infancy, although cigarette smoking was beginning to increase dramatically.
By the dawn of 21st century, in stark contrast, tobacco had become recognized as highly addictive and one of the most world-devastating causes of death and diseases.
Tobacco products are manufactured with various additives to preserve the tobacco's shelf life. The smoke produced when tobacco and these additives are burned consists of more than 4,000 chemical compounds. Many of these compounds are highly toxic and they have diverse effects on health.
Ever since smoking was introduced outside of the Americas, there has been much vehement opposition to it. Arguments range from socio-economic, with tobacco called a usurper of good farmland, to purely moralistic, where many religious devout individuals saw tobacco as another form of immoral intoxication.
Let us now talk about the negative effects of smoking. Deep inhalation of nicotine-laden smoke results in rapid absorption of nicotine in the lungs. The nicotine diffuses into the bloodstream as rapidly as the inhaled oxygen. With there being 68 million legal people in the Philippines, a recent statistic shows that out of those individuals, 20 million are smokers. With that, the probability of you being one is the number of smokers over the total legal age population. After multiplying the result by 100, you are 29.41% or 29% likely to be a smoker. Not only that, as smoking is bad for your health, death due to cigarette exposure is also taken into consideration, with 41,000 deaths a year as of late in the Philippines. Following the formula before, with the number of smokers in the denominator and the deaths in the numerator, it shows that 0.21% of smokers die during the course of a year.
It is estimated that approximately one-third of all cancer deaths worldwide are attributable to tobacco. The longer and more frequently a person smokes, the more likely a tobacco-related cancer will develop.
Secondhand smoke exposure contributes to approximately 41,000 deaths among adults and 400 deaths in infants each year. Secondhand smoke causes stroke, lung cancer, and coronary heart disease in adults.
Children who are exposed to secondhand smoking are at increased risk for sudden infant death syndrome, acute respiratory infections, middle ear disease, more severe asthma, respiratory symptoms, and slowed lung growth.
Why should you quit smoking? Smoking is the leading cause of heart attacks and heart disease, but many of these heart risks can be reversed simply by quitting smoking. Quitting smoking will prevent new DNA damage from happening and can even help repair the damage that has already been done.
How can one stop smoking? The majority of tobacco users report having strong impulses to smoke. You can, however, resist these desires. Remember, whether you light a cigarette or take a dip at chewing tobacco, the need to use tobacco will likely disappear in 5 to 10 minutes, no matter how powerful they seem.
One's need for a cigarette can be subdued with the aid of physical exercise. Even brief spurt of exercise, such as repeatedly sprinting up and down stairs, might satisfy a need for a cigarette.
Quitting smoking will improve blood flow to the wounds, allowing important nutrients, minerals, and oxygen to reach the wounds and help it heal properly. Quitting smoking can reduce the risks of fractures, both now and later in life. Keep your bones strong and healthy by quitting now.
Did you even know that being addicted to smoking can also affect us financially? If you buy a stick of cigarettes, it costs 19 pesos, and if a person buys 11 cigarettes a day, they could spend 209 pesos. For a week, they could spend 1,463 pesos. For a month, they could get 6,270 pesos. And for a year, they could spend a total of 76,285 pesos.
Many people don't quit smoking because they think it's too hard, and it's true that for most people, quitting isn't easy. After all, the nicotine in cigarettes is a powerfully addictive drug. But with the right approach, you can overcome the addiction. On the other hand, quitting smoking improves health status and enhances quality of life, reduces the risk of premature death, and can add as much as 10 years to life expectancy.